house warming that you rented, house you rented, you want to warm it. The house is cold. What are you warming? House that you rented. It's not the house that you built. Oh, you are doing house warming for renting house. You are doing burial. Your mother died. Your father died. You borrow money. You are doing wedding. You borrow money. You will chop cane. Don't do it, oh. Don't borrow money to bury anybody. Don't borrow money to celebrate any birthday. Don't borrow money to buy clothes. Your friend is doing something. They say, Ashebi, 150,000. You go to OPay and borrow 150,000. You will pay, oh. That it is OPay doesn't mean it's zero paying, oh. You must pay. They will find you. I'm warning you now. I wish I can tell the person sitting by your side to pull your ear. Don't ever. You know what I'm saying? But how do I now bury somebody when I don't have money? Bury the person the way you have the money. The person is already dead. There's nothing I'm telling you that I have not done. My mother died. We buried her. I didn't borrow 10 kobo. 10 kobo I didn't borrow to bury my mother. Not 10 kobo. The one, when they give us a bill, we say, this one, we cannot afford this one. Cancel. Say, this one is this. Can we get it cheaper? Add this one. This one we can do. Add. This one we cannot do. Remove. We formed WhatsApp group between me and all my siblings, and we did budgets, and we're budgeting what we could do. They say, this one, who will pay for this one? We say, I will pay for this one. This one will say, I will pay. This one will say, I will pay for this one. Say, okay, this is done. You pay for this, you pay for this, you pay for this. We finished, we closed, and we went and we did the burial. Finish. Sefinio. 10 kobo. Me, if my brothers borrow, that's their business. Me, I didn't borrow 10 kobo from anybody. Never. God forbid. You have wedding, you are planning for wedding. Come to me. Yes. I don't know about the traditional part. They can cost you money on the traditional part. The church one, 10 kobo. I will wed you. No 10 kobo. You don't have to spend 10 kobo. Wear whatever you have. Wear jeans and trousers. I don't care. Just come. Come with father, mother. Come with witness on this side, witness on this side. Just make sure you bride and groom. Come here. We will wed you. You will not spend 10 kobo. I promise you. Who told you? Who made those rules? Who made the rules? They say, we are going to turn our mother that died in 1925. We want to turn her body. Are you mad? You want to... How did they say it in Yoruba? Afe yokun. Are you normal? Someone that died since. I didn't meet my grandfather on my father's side. He died before I was born. I met my grandmother. She died in 1983. So two of them are buried by the gates of our family compound. Now, my brother basically owns the compound now. He says he wants to relocate them and put them to a different place in the compound, the grave. I said, go ahead. Let them excavate. It's with bone that will be there, only bone. They should excavate the bone, go and dig the place you want, put the bone there and move on. And some people came and said, no, there are some ceremonies he has to do. I said, to remove bone. Seri what? I said, you must be joking. Me. I will call diggers. We will dig the grave, another one. Carry their bone, go and throw it there, cover it. 10 kobo I will not give anybody. Only the people digging. We collect money from my hand. Don't waste your money on things like, ask my wife, she's a living, she calls me stingy. Hey, it's okay. Call me stingy, it's okay. Now the person where wear shoe, know where they pay now. Anything you like, call me. My children, you are 1 year old, you are 5 years old, you are 10 years old, you are 15. I don't. The day you have money, celebrate your own birthday. I'm now celebrating my own. When you have money, celebrate your own. If I can afford it, we will celebrate. If I cannot afford it, we're not doing anything. Sam? My son came to meet me once and said, where are we going for this holiday? That all the friends in the class were saying, some say they are going to Spain, they are going to London, they are going to... I told him, I said, you are lucky. It's because it's not safe in the southeast. You would have gone to Obosi. And I mean it. I said, we're not going anywhere. Do you know how much flight ticket is now? Where are you going to? Hallelujah. You know, some people put themselves under unnecessary bondage of what you must do that doesn't mean anything. You throw big party. My wife had a friend. She did, I've forgotten what she did. When it was shy party. When she was dancing during the party, she's very funny. She was joking, and we came to spray her money. She said, What she was saying is, spray me money, oh. There is too much bese, oh. Nonsense, not me. Ask her, she's here. Our wedding. I planned it on Excel. Oh God, my time is up. I planned it on Excel. I did Excel spreadsheet for our wedding. Clothes, this. Hall, this. Drinks, this. DJ, music, this. This one, this. Gown, that. Did everything. When I finished the Excel, we calculated it. I saw the total. I told her, I said, this total, me, I cannot afford. So, we go back and start cutting. And we started this hall. We wanted to use another hall. We changed the hall. Went to Archbishop Viney Hall. Church hall. They said the church hall is cheaper. I went to the church hall. Put it there. They said drinks. When they said drinks, I said, Kukuma, I don't give people alcohol. Thank God for that. Party is very cheap for me because I don't serve alcohol. So I said, drinks. I went to Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola said if you buy a certain number of drinks and water, they will come and serve it themselves. I said, that removes servers. So I bought the drinks from Coca-Cola direct, and we came to do her wedding dress. I told her, I said, they said, best man. They say if you get best man, you have to buy suit for the best man. I thought about it. I said, let me find a best man who can afford his own suit, because I don't have money to buy 2 suits for people. So I chose my younger brother as my best man, and I knew he could buy his own suit. So he bought his own suit, I bought my own suit, and we're good. Her wedding gown, I told her, I said, don't need to buy wedding gown, just rent it. She said, no, she must buy wedding gown. That's the only place that I had to bend. She said, where rented wedding gown for her wedding? I said, listen, after the wedding, by 5 o'clock on the day of the wedding gown is useless. She said, no, I must wear my own wedding. She carried herself and knocked on the ground. I must wear my... I said, okay. I said, let there be peace in Jerusalem. Let there be peace in Jerusalem. I said, let's go to where they make wedding gown. We went, they made wedding gown. She bought the wedding gown. She wore the wedding gown. She was happy. Years after we got married, one day I was cleaning the house. I saw the wedding gown. I said, you must wear it. Do you know how much I spent on this wedding gown? You must wear it. What is wedding gown? No way. If I can't afford it, I'm not doing it. Simple. Leave me. Can I tell you? Okay. Number 4 is what? If you hear, say I've heard. Okay. It's okay. Number 5. Equity investors. You can raise capital from equity investors. There are some people that are looking for good deals to put money. Equity investors. Some people are looking for good deals. There are clubs of people. They are high net worth individuals, people that have money, and they are looking for where to put money. Again, you have to know what's happening around you. Can I tell you something? There are some people in this Lagos, their problem is where to put money. I'm not kidding you. Some of you will not believe me. But I've been in the rooms with such people. I know people who will always call and say, where is the new deal? Where can I invest to make money? It's not the money that is their problem. They're looking for where to invest. Oh, yes. Some people don't. Some have food and cannot eat. Some can eat and have no food. We have food and we can eat. Glory be to the Most High. Abi? Some have money and don't know where to spend it. Some need money, but they have no money. There are only a few people that have money and can't spend it. Only a few. I'm telling you. There are people in this, your Lagos. You drive past them on the road. They are looking for where to invest money. They have money. They are looking for where to invest it. I'm telling you. All your problem in your life is 250,000 to do business. Hey, Some people have 250 million sitting in an account in cash. Your 250,000 is not up to their dash money. So there are people like that. There are companies that their job is to give money to start up business, to help them grow. When you grow, they will sell and make money. Venture capital companies, private equity companies. There are people that have startup fund. There are all sorts of things. It's available. I'm telling you, honestly. And they can invest in your business. But please note, regardless of how you raise capital, whether it is from your savings, whether it is other people's money, whether it is bank loan, whether it is equity investors, no matter where you raise your capital, one thing you must do, and I'll tell you the secret of the success of the average Igbo trader: never ever spend your capital. Don't blow your capital. Did you hear me? Yes, sir. When you get capital, hold it tight. Have you noticed? Chukwudi will come from the village and start one small shop, selling one small thing. Before long, he will rent a bigger shop and start selling something bigger. Then he will bring Emeka from the village to join him in the shop. When Chukwudi came, he will be sleeping inside the shop. He has no address. Sleep inside the shop, start the shop, grow the shop. One day, Chukwudi will open another shop, put Emeka in the other shop, stay in one. Before long, he will go to the village again and bring Nonso. One other shop, one other shop, one other shop. Watch the average Igbo trader. He will never buy a car until his business is big. Have you not noticed? You know why? He knows that he has native intelligence, that he cannot remove money from his capital to buy a car. They will rent one house. You know, somebody told me when I was looking for a house, they say, it's going to be difficult. You are Igbo. Some landlords don't give house to Igbos. And some landlords that don't give houses to Igbo people, sometimes I don't blame them. Oh. Let's be truthful to ourselves. Because you will give house to one person. One day you will come and there are 12 in the house. And you know, when 12 people put pressure on the facility will go down. That's what people don't like. It's the truth. So even some Igbo people don't give Igbo people house in this Lagos. I can tell you for true. But you know why there are 12 from one? Everybody is one name, one name. You know, in Yoruba language and Igbo language, you don't have name for cousin. There's no Igbo word for cousin. Brother is brother. So their cousins will come. This person will come. They will all live in the same house. Early in the morning, they wake up, they will go to market, Kaije shop. Some people will face Ladipo. Some people will face Alaba. And they'll be doing that business small. The day one of them will make money, he will move out of that house. When he moves out, he will take some people as well. The only time an Igbo man reduces the number of people in his house is when he gets married and the wife comes in. Then he will reduce the number of people inside the house and give them BQ because he wants himself and his wife. Before he will rent that house, the business must be thriving and the business can pay for it. You will not see. Can I tell you a secret? Some of these so-called, the people that you will see, you go to the market, Ladipo market, you see him wearing shorts and T-shirts and he's selling spare parts. He can buy you. Hello? They can, Yes. Can I tell you something? Some of the Igbo traders you see in Lagos, if you go to their house in the village, you open your mouth. You don't know you don't know the people you're playing with. If you see their house, they have a mansion in the village. They're living in 1 2-bedroom apartment here. You know why they built that mansion in the village? Because they were staying in 2-bedroom apartment here. But your own, once you make money, you enter 3-bedroom. Make money again, you enter duplex. When you make money again, you say, I can't live on the island. I can't live on the mainland, I'm an island boy. I'm an island girl. You move to the island. They move in. The Igbo trader is still living in Ajangbadi. But I tell you, the day he will now decide to go and build a house. Have you been to Festac before? Have you been to Amuwo before and seen the houses they have built? It's all those traders that own those houses. Okota, go there. Go there and see. All the houses, their roof is like this. Big houses. It's those traders that you go to their shop and they'll be calling you, yes, sir, no, sir, yes, sir. They can buy you. You are not a sir anything. If you know anything, when they call you, yes, sir, you should answer them, yes, ma'am. Never, ever spend your capital on anything. I will end with this. Thank you, Jesus. When we were in Alimosho Church, one of our members, a man, he was doing well. His father died. He's from Edo State. So he went to go and bury his father and had a lavish, big burial for his father, then came back. And when he came back, things were not going well for him anymore. So one day he came to my office. He said, Bishop, I need you to pray for me. I said, what's happening? He said that since he went to bury his father, that his business has locked. I said, what happened? He says he believes that it's spiritual attack. That the people saw the way he buried his father and they decided to go after him and everything, that every door has locked. I said, sit down. He sat down. I said, how much did you spend to bury your father? He gave me a figure. I said, your business, how much do you use to do your business? He gave me another figure. I said, the money you used to bury your father, who did you get it from? He said, no, all his money, that I didn't borrow any money to bury his father. That he knows I always say don't borrow money for burial, that he didn't bury. I said, good. I said, that money that is your money, where did you get it from? He said, from his business. I said, yes. I said, you are the village people. You are the village people chasing you. You know what he did? He took money from his business and went to bury his father. He came back, he didn't have money to trade anymore. He blamed the village people. I said, no village people is chasing you. You have spent your capital. Do the maths. This is how much you have in your business. This is how much you spent to bury your father. You use your whole business money to bury your father. He opened his mouth. He was looking at me. He said, I never thought about it this way. I said, now start talking about it. Don't ever do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Listen. If you need to pray and fast to pay your house rent, you are living in the wrong address. You know me, I will say it as hard as it is. When I used to pay house rent, ask her. My house rent, I had a law. My total annual earning, I was working as a banker. When I was earning 3 million naira per annum as a young banker, the first house I rented, my house rent was 300,000. Per annum, I was earning 3 million. You know my rule? My house rent cannot be more than 10%, a tithe of what I earn in a year. That would be my house rent. I was paying 300,000 rent in a flat. I was earning 3 million per annum. When the rent is due, before the day the rent is due, I've given the check to the landlord. I don't think about it. I don't pray about it. It's 10% of what I earn. I can afford it. Hello? I lived in that house until I was promoted. I looked around. I was now earning about 6 million naira per annum. And I said, okay, this is my house now. I've overgrown it. Because now I have capacity to pay 600,000 rent. So I started looking for another place. I didn't find another place for a long time. By the time I found another place, I was even earning much more. From there, that flat, we moved to a duplex. When we moved to that duplex, my house rent in that duplex was 10% of what I was earning. 10% always. I've never paid more than 10% of my annual income on house rent. I don't want to fast. I don't want to beg. I don't want to pray for house rent. It's under my control. He said, don't worry, God will do it. Don't worry. God will just, all things work. You know Christians, you start quoting scripture. All things work together for good to them that love God and are the called according to his purpose. The greater one is in me. He's working it out. He's going to work it out. As Bishop will say, and God did it. And so God will do it. Wait there. Be doing. When you are calculating, you'll be calculating like Chinese. God will. When the rent come, it will come like a Japanese. No, sir. No, sir. Don't. I'm being real. I'm telling you things I ought not to tell you. But because I want you to come to that realization, to that consciousness. Don't ever, ever live above your means. Don't ever. There is nothing like this is how they do it. I've cancelled that statement in my vocabulary for longest time. Hello. I wear what I like. I don't dress because of anybody. If you notice, I don't wear a lot of suits. I wear trad. I dress like, I've told you before, I dress like my dick. Come now, come, let me show them. He's my model today. This is how I dress. This is how I go to work. This is what I just wear. They call it Senator Abi. This is what I wear. This is how I go to work. I don't wear suits to work anymore. Thank God, I'm me be yoga for office. So I can decide what to wear, what not to wear. You know why I don't wear suits? This suit that I'm wearing can buy this thing like 10 times. So I found out that it's better to wear this one than to wear this one. This one is more comfortable and this one is cheaper. Don't say I told you. See, a pair of suits. And you know, I used to buy the suits in the UK. When I travel to the UK, I buy my suits. Please sit down. When I travel to the UK, I buy my suits in the UK. So I used to buy it in pounds. When I started buying suits in pounds and in the UK, pounds was 250 naira to 1 pound. Today, it's over 1,000 naira to 1 pound. So if I bought a pair of suits for, let me make the math easy, for 1,000 pounds, when it was 250, it was 250,000 for one suit. If I go back to London today, that suit is still 1,000 pounds. Their own does not change a lot. It's still 1,000 pounds. But it's now 1 million for a pair of suits. Then I will wear 1 million naira suit. I won't be able to walk. If you come near me, I will just be calculating how much I bought the suit. So I just got a tailor. He makes these things for me. 40,000. That's what I spent. 40,000. If you're expensive, 50,000. Some, even if the material is cheap, 30,000. So I have plenty. If you tear it, I can sew another one. And some people think that I'm doing shakara, that he wears traditional because, no, I wear it because it's affordable. That's what I can afford. What I wear at this stage of my life is not as important as the education that my children get. So I will rather wear something cheap and pay good school fees for my children. And I hope they are listening. Because all these children, my friend called me last week. His wife and his 2 children are going to Canada. They are going to Canada. The wife is going to school. He's taking the children. He will stay here. He's working here. And he now asked me, he said, how will I be sending them money? I said, no, madam has got to work when she gets there. She will be working, you'll be working, you will share the bill. That's what has to happen. He said, good idea. He said, because now Canadian dollar is expensive. I said, yes, but don't worry. It is the sacrifice you're making for your children. But I told him something. I said, you see those your 2 children? Pull their ear before they go. Show them the sacrifice. So all of you children that were drinking Gary because of you, God help you. You don't have any choice but to succeed. Your parents are wearing the same clothes, driving the same car. You think we don't want to drive another car? No, it's because so that you can go to school. That's why we're still driving the same car for 5 years. You think we didn't see the latest one? I parked my car the other day here. Somebody came and parked LX 600. My own is LX 570. Somebody came and parked LX 600 and parked it right beside mine. When I got down